Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Simply Tish. So today what we have here is basically a easy lunch. I'm gonna make an easy lunch and this is going to be cheesy ground beef quesadillas. It's going to be very easy and it's definitely going to be delicious. So let's get started. Let me tell you what I have right here. This is for the ground beef. These are all the seasonings right here, and what we have is 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of chipotle chili powder, half of a teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of salt and pepper. Right here we have 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. We have 3 tablespoons of water and 12 ounces of mixed shredded melted cheese. This is, I guess, it melts easier, so I got that kind. And then we have here about 2 pounds of 80% lean ground beef. All right, so let's get started. Okay guys, so right here I have a pan, like a frying pan. I have it on medium high right now. I'm not going to add any olive oil, and that's because I'm using 80% lean ground beef. But if you're using any ground beef that is extra lean, doesn't really have much fat, I would suggest to go ahead and add maybe a tablespoon of olive oil. What I'm doing here right now is I put the beef in here and I'm going to cook the beef on medium-high heat until it's all cooked. Okay guys, so the meat is about halfway cooked. I took out most of the oil. There was too much oil for me, so I took out about half of it. I will probably take out more, but for right now, this is how it looks. At this point, I'm going to take our spices and we're going to add it in. Once we add in the spices, we're going to give it all a mix, and we're going to go ahead and let this cook for maybe about 8 to 10 minutes. Okay guys, so this has been cooking for about 10 minutes. I tasted it. I didn't need any more salt. If you do, go ahead and add salt. It's a little spicy, but it tastes so good. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the 2 tablespoons of tomato paste along with the 3 tablespoons of water. You can also use unsalted chicken stock. I just use water. I don't think there's really much of a difference, but if you want, you can use the stock. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give this a turn, get the tomato paste melted in here, and let it cook for maybe another 5 to 10 minutes. Okay guys, so while the meat is cooking, I have decided to do a homemade Chipotle Mayo sauce. And so what we have here is, we have a cup of mayo. It's a heaping cup. We also have half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of chili powder, and half a teaspoon of salt and pepper. Right here I juiced a lemon, and so that's 4 teaspoons of lemon. And this is chipotle peppers in adobo sauce, and so I kind of took out maybe a teaspoon and a half of that. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of it because it's very spicy. So yeah, let's just go ahead and put it all together. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and put the mayo in this bowl. Okay, I'm also going to go ahead and add the spices. We can go ahead and give that a turn. Okay, so I went and I mixed it up. Next, we're gonna take the lemon juice and pour that over. as well as the adobo sauce. I'm not gonna put all of it, I'm just gonna shake whatever comes out, and that should be good. If you want, save the rest to the side, and after you give it a mix, go ahead and taste it and see if you need any more spice. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a stir, and I'll be back with the final product. Okay, so I stirred up the lemon juice and along with the adobo. I actually ended up putting the rest of the chipotle pepper adobo sauce in there, and this is how it turned out. It looks delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this and stick it in the fridge. Okay guys, so right here we have 2 large flour tortillas, the meat I put in a bowl, and the cheese right there. Also, preheat your oven to 200 in the beginning of the, before you start cooking, because as you make these, you can do 2 at a time. You're gonna stick them in the oven. So right here, so they can stay warm. Make sure you clean your counters, you wash your hands, everything's sanitized. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna go ahead and add the cheese to one side. So take some of the cheese and add it like this. Leave a little space around. You wanna make sure there's enough cheese. So there you go. You can use smaller tortillas. You don't have to use the larger ones. So after you put the cheese like that, go ahead and grab your beef and stick your beef onto the cheese. Make sure you spread it out like this. I'm gonna add a little bit more. And guys, seriously, you should try out this beef. The seasonings go so good. Oh my God, it tastes delicious. I know I say everything I make, it tastes delicious, but it's just true. So on top of that, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit extra cheese. Not too much, just so that it sticks to the other side of the tortilla. At this point, we're gonna take this side, fold it over, give it a light squeeze. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that to this one. I'm gonna make about 8 of them, and then we'll be frying them in the pan. Okay, so I put a pan on the stove and I use some cooking spray, doesn't matter which one. I put it on high first to let it heat up quicker, and then I went ahead and put it on medium-low heat. I'm gonna go ahead and grab 2 of the quesadillas and put them in here. Perfect. And we're gonna let it cook on each side for about 2 to 4 minutes, depending on how crispy you like it, how toasted you like it. So it really just depends on you. But just go ahead and cook this on each side for about 2 to 4 minutes. Okay guys, so I let it cook on the other side, on this side, for maybe about 4 minutes, and then I flip it and I'm letting it cook on this side for another 4 minutes. And here it is, the lunch is completed. Here are the cheesy ground beef quesadillas. I put tomatoes in some of them, and then, so I just want to show you guys. This is how it looks. It looks so good. It tastes delicious. This is a spicy mayo. Just go ahead, put some on a little plate, dip it in there, and there you go. You have an easy lunch. This was very easy to make, and it's delicious. The sauce is delicious. Thank you guys so much for watching. May you please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. If you guys have any suggestions on anything you would like to see made or cooked, please leave your suggestions down below. I would love to read them. I really appreciate everyone who's watching and tuning in. Thank you guys so much. May you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day.